Hello, everyone. My name is Stephen Tyrone Cuffey. I'm one ambassador of TBC, and it's a pleasure to be with you for another broadcast meeting. Today, I know that we have people from all over the world, whether you're in the morning, whether you're afternoon, evening, or night. I'd like to welcome you for this broadcasters meeting. Now, as you know, we have different meetings throughout today. We have when we start our broadcasters meeting, we'll have our weekly meetings, and then on to our TBC mass adoption meeting, which is maybe about 2 hours, a little less than 2 hours from now. But folks, as I was thinking today about the subject matter of our broadcast meeting, I want to show you something first, and then we'll go on. I always got like a passage or something to make you think about, and let me see if I can do that. Let me share my screen. Hold on, let me just do this just a minute. Let me make sure I bring that up. Hold on just a minute. Let me do this first. Okay, let's click on it. All right, now, let me do this. Make this person here. I know people come in late, so from time to time, I try to admit people in if I'm able to do that. Okay. All right, let me share my screen first. Okay, all of you should be seeing what I'm seeing at this point. Okay, and it's on my Facebook page, Merlin and I Facebook page, and it says as what it says. It says control is an element of weakness and insecurity. You truly cannot control anyone or anything other than your effort and attitude. I'm gonna repeat that, folks. Control is an element of weakness and insecurity. You truly cannot control anyone or anything other than your effort and your attitude. By Mr. Sylvester McNutt. Okay? Now, I'm going to go to something else here. And folks, the title is going to pretty much tell it all. Okay? I will not go through this whole passage because it's pretty long, but I'll read some of it, okay? All right, let's go right here. It says, how to be a master of your own thoughts by following these simple rules. How to become a master of your own thoughts by following these simple rules. Okay? And it goes on to say, thoughts govern our actions big time. It's the thoughts that come first and lay the groundwork for whatever we do or say. Put simply, if you harbor thoughts of success, you will invariably develop the zeal to act upon the milestones. Okay. This this is a famous martial artist that he's been deceased quite a few years by the name of Bruce Lee, and he says, as you think, you shall you become. As you think, shall you. Let me do this again. Let me read that again. As you think, so shall you become, by Bruce Lee. Okay. Let's go on. It says thoughts govern our actions big time. Okay. It says it's the thoughts that come first and lay the groundwork for whatever you do or say. Simply put, I'm reading a passage that I read before here, but it goes on and says some more things. If you harbor thoughts of success, you will invariably develop the zeal to act upon its milestones. On the other hand, if you encourage procrastination and negativity thoughts, they will only channelize to nothingness. Isn't that true? Okay. It says how you want to see yourself in the future is deeply influenced by your layer of thoughts. Our mind is exposed to both positive and negative situations. Consequently, you can gather both positive and negative thoughts. The challenge is to train your mind to filter out unproductive thoughts and motivation yourself towards constructive thinking. Okay. Number one, it says learn to pause. You know, sometimes we, when we thinking, we want to think what it is. We want to focus whatever it is, and then, but we forget to learn to pause. Okay. I'm not going to read every one. I'm not going to read everything under each one, because what I'm going to do, I'm going to copy and paste this article into our chat, and y'all can do it at your leisure. Okay. The next one says, take control of thoughts by deep breathing. The next one says, try to understand triggers of difficult thoughts. The next one says, practice meditation. Now, meditation has been around for ages, for years, okay? Okay, let me do this real fast here. Okay. Number 5, encourage positive feelings. Number 6, seek inspiration for desired thoughts. Number 7, don't ruminate over the past. Number 8, believe in yourself and visualize. Okay. I'm sorry if some people have come in later today, folks. I'm just so sorry about that, because you may miss out on some things here. But I'm going to put this article in our chat area. Okay. All right. Let me stop this screen sharing just a minute. Okay, that's the article, folks. I highly recommend that you read that, folks. Okay. But I'm going to shift focus a minute. I want to, although, and let me, I tell you what, let's do this right now. I'm going to give y'all the keyword, but I'm not going to ask you what it is this time, although I know y'all probably may have an idea what it is. The keyword is govern, govern. Okay, let me, and by the way, if my PC blacks out and shuts off, it's a technical issue. Don't leave, I'll come back, okay? Hopefully that won't happen. Okay, let me see here. Let me share my screen again. Okay, and I'm already there. So you just put in govern, all small case, by the way. And it comes back green, okay? That way you can get your credit for today's broadcast meeting. The keyword is govern. Okay, let me stop screen sharing just a minute. And I just put the keyword in the chat for all of you. You can just log into your Kringle Cash back office, go to meetings, then broadcast meeting, and just with a box there, just put in the word govern, just like you see it here in the chat. That is your keyword. Now I'm going to shift focus I'm going to shift focus on what we're talking about today. And the reason I'm doing this is because I woke up this morning, as you know, it's morning where I am on the East Coast of the United States. And it's about 9:20 a.m. here where I am right now. And it's a question that I don't know, for the strangest reason, it came to my mind about TBC. It was involving TBC, but it was a question. And it's a question that we have all heard of before, but it hasn't been a question I have asked in a long, long time. And I want to ask that question right now, and I want some feedback on it. I want some feedback from hopefully several. I can't do it for everybody, but I want some feedback on this question. And I want to hear your opinion. And this is the question. Listen closely. It's very, very simple. Very, very simple. This question is very, very simple. Here it is. And before you answer, I want you to pause for a minute. And some of you are ready to come on right now. Raise your hand. Go to the actual reaction tab at the bottom of your screen or phone, whatever you're using, and click on and raise your hand, because I'm gonna call on you as I see it. I need some feedback from you because I want to hear this. Okay. And the question is this. The question is this. Why did you join the Billion Coin? Why did you join TBC? I'm gonna say that again. Why did you join the Billion Coin? Why did you join TBC? And I'm not saying for anything. I'm not asking this to doubt anybody or anything like that. I'm asking a face question, just simple. Why did you join the Billion Coin TBC? And just raise your hand. Please raise your hand. I want to hear from some people. I want to hear from some people. My brother, let's start with my fellow ambassador. I know this is an easy question for him. Why did you join TBC, my brother Mbeh?
Can you hear me? My network is choppy. I don't know.
Is it a little choppy? Well, I can hear you.
All right. Okay. Good afternoon, Steve, and I'm sure it's good morning for you.
Yes.
And greetings to everyone. Wow, it's always a pleasure for us to meet here, Steve. Actually, yeah, there are many reasons why or let's say me in particular, why I joined TBC.
I'm sure.
You see, I have always been looking for a place or an avenue where I can actually contribute something to the society. And I realized that TBC is just the right place because seeing how people are suffering all over the world, it was a total disturbance for me. I was not comfortable with that. And I always believed that something can be done, but I never knew how it can be done. But when I met TBC, I'm like, this is it. This is the thing that I've been looking for. And I realized that as we help people globally to get what they want, that is how we eventually have everything that we need. So it was not just about money, because if it was just about money, we shouldn't be here today. We shouldn't be talking or meeting here today. It was about the passion of saving mankind, the passion of adding something to humanity. And this has been a wonderful journey because through TBC, we have met a lot of wonderful people all over the world, including you, Steve. Including you. I'm sure if they were not TBC, we wouldn't have met. Like, you know, here, we met in Nigeria, you were here in my country, you came to my house. Oh my God, that is an experience that it might happen once. I know it might happen again, you know, but it might take time for it to happen.
Yes.
It was such an, how can I say, an experience that you can't even explain, you know?
Right.
So TBC is a full package. It came with a full package. And yeah, I think we are enjoying the ride. The ride has never been easy. And of course, whoever said it's going to be easy,
Right.
it has never been an easy
Nothing.
ride, but we are loving it. And we know that the best is yet to come still.
Yes, absolutely, absolutely. I'm sure, Mbeh, we could talk about this for an hour or so, talk about TBC and everything. But at the same time, I really appreciate your words. I really do. I take them to my heart. You know, for me, folks, I joined the TBC because I wanted to make a difference. I wanted I'm kind of like Mbeh. I knew it was something, you see what's going on around you. See, I'm one of those kind of people who I watch the environment. I watch the world. I watch the things around me. And I knew it was something something, there could be something out there that I can be a part of to really truly make a difference around the world. And I knew it would not be quick. I knew it would, I knew, and for me, I would say too, it really wasn't about the money either at all.
Right.
However, I knew it would take money or take income to make it, to systematically make a change in the world. And here comes the billion coin, an incredible idea that our dear admin came about a few years back, and it's been absolutely wonderful, wonderful. I haven't seen anything quite like it, and that's what I love about it. But it has a systematic approach that we can do things, and he just adds more and more and more things to make it whole, to make it become something special that we can always be a part of for years and years to come. But let me stop talking right now and let's bring on, let's see here. We got Mark. You want to unmute yourself? Is that Mark?
Right, smart.
Just unmute yourself.
Hello,
Why did you join TBC, sir?
Okay, thank you very much, Ambassador Steve and Ambassador Mbeh. For me, I'm in third world countries, which is, life is a bit hard for us in the third world countries. So we are searching ways to make money or find ways to lift up our life as you all in the developed countries. So because of money, and I joined TBC. So that's how I came to TBC and to help all my people here in the Papua New Guinea, mainly Manus Island. So I want to help to get into TBC to prosper our life in the third world countries. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. And don't, folks, I know, don't feel, listen, I really want to hear from more people, but I want to go to Gina right now, but I know there's more people this is a very simple question. Why did you join the Billion Coin? Why did you join TBC? Okay, Gina, you can unmute yourself.
Hello, how are you?
I'm doing fine, Gina.
Well, I'm going to be honest. The first reason I came in, I have to say, was money, because I came in through a different way. I came in through, an ad of a guy on Facebook, but he wasn't talking about this coin. He was talking about a different coin, something called Swift Demand. And I've always, since I missed the boat on the Bitcoin thing, was looking for other, cryptos to get into. And so he said these were free coins. And I was like, free coins? What? So I joined that and I started getting these free Swift demands. And then, he started having me come to meetings with, the people, I guess, that brought him in and this and that. And then they started training us about, everything there is to know about cryptocurrencies. Whoop, my light is here. And then he started talking about this coin here and getting into it. So that's how I actually came in. But once I got in and I started seeing the potential of what it is, because I've always wanted to do something to make a difference in this world, to make things for humanity. For me, that's huge. I've always wanted to impact, empower, transform people's lives and leave a legacy of a brighter future for generations to come and create a lasting difference, positive difference and change in this world. And when I started seeing this whole big picture, of this, when I finally started coming to the actual meeting, turn it down. I'm talking for a minute. Sorry
No
about
problem,
that,
no
guys.
problem.
Anyway, so that was what it was for me. When I seen, that's how I first came in. But like I said, once I seen the big picture, the full potential, that's what really kept me engaged and going and believing in a brighter future.
Great. Because Gina, when you come into something like this, on the surface, you may not know exactly what it is, but as you go in deeper and come to the meetings and find out what the whole substance is, then it's something. And particularly when you said a key thing, you want to make a difference. Just like me, I just want to make a difference in the world, because you see every day, and we have so many ways to know what's going on around the world. And from the TV, from your computer, internet, and everything, and books, it's just so much information out there to give you an idea of what it may be like in other parts of the world. And humanity was a thing that I really want to do something about. And so when I went over there, when Mbeh spoke of it, when I met him and his wife, and also other leaders over there in Nigeria and Cameroon, I'm telling you, it was a lifetime experience. I saw. Some people could say, and I can speak of here, and I know, Gene, you probably heard it too, being in the United States, that they misconceive of what's over in that great continent of Africa. But I tell people that if you really want to know, go there. Go there yourself to see it. Because the things you see on the TV and maybe your computer is not off base totally, but it's not all telling everything that's really going there. When you get to talk to some of the citizens or people about what is going on, then you found out the truth. So I like to say to all of you, it's an honor to be a part of this this TBC, this organization called TBC, this movement called TBC. Do we have anybody else that want to answer their personal question or why they joined TBC today? I noticed that if anybody started with me in this broadcast meeting, I was talking about something else, but I switched focus here because this thing was on my mind when I woke up this morning, and I wanted to ask you all that question. Okay, do we have anybody? Raise your hand. Anybody else want to just give their viewpoint on why did they join the Billion Coin? Why did you join TBC? Okay, anyone else? Oh, you don't have to be silent. Don't be. Okay, here we go. Let's go. Let me go here. Let me go back to my. Oh, let me do this. Hold on, just a minute. There and go to participants. Let's go to JD, as I see it on the screen.
Hello, good morning, Cuffy. How are you today?
I'm doing just fine. That's fine.
Yeah. Where are you on the East Coast?
I'm in the state of Virginia on the East Coast, about 3.5 hours from Washington, D.C.
Okay. So let me tell you why I joined.
Okay.
I joined because I was surrounded by people who they were all taking the jab. And I just, I wasn't going there, and I just kind of felt isolated, and I wanted to be around a community that knew what was real. And so that's what attracted me, because I had a gentleman, approach me and tell me, well, you sound like you belong to this group. And I said, really? He was like, yeah, there's a group that, they talk about that. And I said, okay, let me hear this. And then when I got on, because he started me off with the meetings first. And I was like, right, I like to hear this, And the fact that this was all over the world, you know, that was impressive too, the connection. But I said, well, a lot of these people I'll never get to see, you know, and I felt like we needed a community-based, you know, people that know what's real, so we can pull together community-based wise. But it's still good to know that, you know, there's people all over the world that's on the same page as well.
Isn't it though? Really is. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you.
You're welcome. And I wanted to learn more about cryptocurrency too. So when he showed me his back office, all the cryptos that he had, I was like, wow, that's a lot of money.
Yes,
you
yes.
know. But you know, when can we spend it? That was my thing. I'm real practical. You know,
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
we spend it. Okay.
You know, I learned cryptocurrency simply. I got involved in 2016, and I'm very familiar with it, extremely familiar with it. And I self-taught myself. All I did is went to YouTube. I tell people, you want to learn a lot of things, YouTube can teach you. I just put it in there, and what is cryptocurrency? And I got all these videos. I started listening and started taking notes. And but I saw something come on back. A lot of y'all can relate to this, that had flip phones back in the 2010. Now I don't know if they had them all over the world doing back then, but I'll put it this way: we had a thing called a flip phone, and something came up on that flip phone, came BITCOIN, Bitcoin. And to my mind, what in the world is this? But I hadn't paid any mind. I didn't pay any mind, but had I just bought $500 of that, I'd be $22 million richer today. in that particular coin. But that's in the past. But at any rate, I want to just say that you can learn. There's a lot of information about cryptocurrency on the internet now. It's flooded. It's so much, and it's very, very simple to learn. It's not hard at all. You just need to know how it got started, how is it created. Our cryptocurrency TBC is abundance based. It's the only, to my knowledge, the only abundance based cryptocurrency here on Earth. I haven't seen any other yet. All the other cryptocurrencies are market based coins. They go up and down in value, but what drives our coin is our people, the people that join TBC makes it go up in value. Okay. Okay, now, let's go to Eunice. Eunice, why did you join TBC?
Good afternoon, say, how are you?
I'm doing fine.
Good. I'm also doing fine.
Great.
I joined TBC because in a long way, I joined other business, then I lost my money. I didn't get anything. Then when I find TBC, I heard it is a good company. It is when you work through according to induction scheme, you can change your life. And I hope and I know that via your induction scheme, when you're training us, when you give us all the information how to do TBC, I hope my dream will become true one of the day. That is my very, very much big dream in my life, because I want to change my life story for my family, my relative. Sometimes I can say I'm a big breadwinner in the family. Then my money which I get is not enough to solve all our daily needs. Then I know when I'm working via TBC, then I get something to get maybe in the near future. I can take something to change my life, and it been to change my people also with my relative family.
Oh,
that is why I'm joining TBC.
You know, that's great.
Thank
because that's a very good answer. You know why? Because TBC, yes, TBC can change your life and your family's life. And that's something great we want to do, because we changed a lot of people's life. It started with us and our family. That we can touch a lot of lives. Realizing that someday we'll have 1 billion members, folks, and we can use all that coin in our wallets to be able to create jobs for people that's in poverty. We got to impact people that don't have any sense of a job. We got to create these things for people, our families, because some of our families don't have jobs. don't have way to make to produce income.
Yeah.
And then knowing that our coin will be used for a medium of exchange, like your cash in your country, a medium of exchange is already used that way for part TBC and part of your currency in your country in different parts of the world already, as we know it. So that's a great answer, great answer. Okay, let's go to Mr. George. George, why did you join TBC?
Yes, good evening, Ambassador.
How you doing, sir?
Not bad, I'm doing fine. Thank you so much for this beautiful question. Why I joined TBC, I want to say sincerely that it is God who wants me to be part of TBC. This one being, really, we are in a very, very, very big trouble financially. And from my background, if you see it, there is nobody who really is having money at all. And in my family, it's only me who is at least doing some work in government. But the rate of poverty in the community, in the area surrounding me, it's really God who wants me to be there so that I can go and liberate people in my community, so that we escalate this poverty out of our place. That's the reason as to why I am always there, meeting great people globally. We are people with wisdom, people with love, and really TBC is a community of love. That's the reason as to why up to now I'm in TBC, and there is no way I'm going to quit it. Thank you so much for that question. I love you all. I greet all of you.
Great, awesome, awesome. Love is a very, very strong word that should be in all our lives, folks. It can actually change lives. It actually can change lives. That's what I love about TBC. There is a binding of us all to join together for a good cause, you know. And it's just so much positive vibes in this whole thing of this TBC. Okay, folks, I don't know if we have anybody else. If anyone wants to give their reason, now's the time. But if not, we're going to get ready to close, folks. So we do have another meeting coming up, and I know our weekly hosts are getting ready for their weekly meeting. So the key word is in the chat, folks, is govern, G-O-V-E-R-N, all small case, govern. And you just go under meetings and then broadcast meetings and put the word small case in there. And if it comes back green, it did match, which it did. I demonstrated that day for you early today. And so, folks, all I want is, I'm gonna make it very simple today. When we all open up and say goodbye for the day, just say, I'm gonna make it the simplest thing we can say. Just say TBC, TBC, TBC. TBC. TBC.
TBC.
Okay, goodbye, everybody.